by coaching. Alrighty, welcome back to my screenshot. Mr. Steelcar4702 asked, common mistakes people make in low elo and how to avoid them as a jungler. This was the most upvoted comment on the post asking you guys which sort of guides you want to see. So let's get into it, Bob. Let's get into it. I'm not a big fan of this sort of like, don't do this, you're doing everything wrong. But maybe this will help. We'll see. We'll see. So the number one thing that low elo junglers, the thing is you have to understand is that you're going to make mistakes, okay? It's not about correcting too many mistakes. It's about doing something right. So hopefully, with what I outline here, you're going to be able to aim at the right thing to do rather than just clicking around and being like, oh, I'm so good, I'm not doing anything wrong. But it's like, are you doing anything good? Because you just need... I get so tilted. You got to do one thing right, and then you're in business. So the number one thing that low elo junglers do that's a mistake is they waste time. Now, why do they waste time, Bob? Well, they don't know any better. They're a noob. And then, what do we do about that? Well, what do we do about that? Let's say that we're a beginner jungler, okay? We're going to start up here on our blue side. Blue, Gromp, Wolves. Where do we go from here? They don't know. They don't know anything. But maybe he gets crazy. Maybe he goes for that mid gank. Maybe he walks into the enemy Raptors. Hell, maybe he walks top lane and then loses his whole red side because he ganks a Malphite that's full HP under turret. I don't know. Maybe he does that crazy shit. So any of that would be a waste of time. Why? Because you're not getting gold and then XP. You're not getting gold and XP. You ain't doing shit. If you don't have a job, you're never going to move out of your shitty town. You're going to be walking to that Dollar General for the rest of your life, okay? So how about we get employed here and then go to the red side after those wolves? Sound good? And then as we're doing the camps, something may happen in these lanes and then we can move towards them reactively. That's generally going to be a better game plan. It's not going to be like this with every jungler, don't get me wrong, but just generally that's a pretty good start for turn one here. We do the Scuttle Crab, and then once that Scuttle Crab is done, you have time for one play. After that one play, then you need to reset, or else you're wasting time. Why? Why would we be wasting time if after the one play we'd stay on the map? It's like Dora the Explorer right now. Go ahead, Bob, you got this. Answer the question. Why would it be a waste of time if after we did the Scuttle Crab and we did the one play, let's say we ganked bot, we got their flash, and that's that, why would it be a waste of time to stay on the map? That's right, because there's nothing to farm. Everything would be down. And if there's nothing to farm, let's end our turn. By ending our turn, we recall, go back to base, spend our gold, and get back out there. And that's pretty strong because then we're getting to our respawn camps. The Wolf and Gromp would come up as we're walking to them. Very nice. Because the sooner that we clear that Gromp, Wolf, and then maybe Raptor, then we can make a play again. And if you get to making that play again, then you're in business. Because you're having impact. You're not just clicking around. You're not doing stupid shit at the wrong time. It will all work out here too. You clear Wolves, you clear Raptors, you get level 5. Nice! Now we have more points in our abilities. You've already recalled, so you already have items. Doesn't matter if you have the pickaxe, doesn't matter if you have 2 long swords, doesn't fucking matter. You have items, you're on the map, you're good to go. So then, level 5, you're on the bot side of the map. And you have great options from here. Gank mid, walk all the way top lane, do dragon, flank bot lane, keep clearing, gank after. Lots of good stuff here. A lot better than Robert McBobbert that after Wolves, for some fucking reason, clicks into the enemy jungle, sees there's no Raptors, walks top, there's no gank, and then he just recalls. You know what I'm saying? So, if you can stay true and stay steady to a path, then you're really in business. If you don't know the jungle path, it's not that complicated. Not like you have to figure it out on your own. There's 1,000 gabillion videos online. You search your champion, you watch the first 2 turns, you do it. You just do it. Anyways, moving on here, Bob. Now, if we don't want to waste time, that's going to lead us to our second thing. That will help us with step 1. The number 2 thing that most low elo junglers make the mistake of is that they have no goal. And if you have no goal, you're aimless. If you don't have the goal of getting out of that small town, and not shopping at that damn Dollar General for the rest of your life, you might just stay there. But if you have ambitions to maybe one day shop at a Walmart, baby, then maybe you can get out of there. So each champion has different goals that they want to achieve. You have to ask yourself what that is. And if you don't know, once again, a million videos online. AI exists. We're going to be replaced by machines soon enough. So hopefully you can get a full clear on a Moo down before then. But anyways, each champion is going to have a specific goal. For this example, let's say that we are Vi Jungle. Vi has 2 goals. She wants to skirmish, and then she wants objectives on the first 2 turns generally. A skirmish is a fight with multiple champions. That is going to happen in the river. And then if she wins those, or if she wins any sort of reactive ganks, then she can get the objectives. Nice. Because Vi really, really, really owns at doing these early dragons. That also invites the enemy into the river, in which she can have her skirmish, which is very nice. So, if we have that goal in mind, let's go all the way back. We're in turn 1 now, okay? Turn 1. Start blue buff. Gromp. Wolves. Raptors. Red. Krugs. Amazing. We're level 4. We're ahead of probably 70% of junglers in low elo if we simply did that full clear. Most junglers in low elo randomly skip their camps to gank, and they'll be level 3. So be late to the gank, it doesn't matter. Echo gank spot, you show up and you kill everyone level 4. Well done, Vi. You full cleared and killed the bad guy. You're instantly ahead and winning. Full clear Krugs, do the Scuttle Crab. After Scuttle Crab, you have time for one little shit gank if nothing else is happening. Do that play and then reset. Bring it on home. Alrighty. Get a ruby crystal, a longsword to the top side. Gromp. Wolf. And then Raptor, you're definitely level 5 at that point. Once you're level 5, you're good to go. Put a fucking control word on that dragon and start right-clicking it, and we're in business. And we've played towards Vi's goal. Yippee! Every low elo player now is screaming at their monitor saying, but what if my team ganks? Fuck your team. They're not real people. They're just champions on the screen. Imagine you're playing a single player game and it has those pings. Back in the day, there was like bots in these FPS games like Unreal Tournament and Quake. They might type to you like real teammates. They didn't have pings back then, but imagine you played for those guys. Imagine your teammates like bots. They don't matter. Working with your team's not going to matter in the long run. What's going to matter is getting your XP and powering yourself up. This is an RPG game. It's not a game like Smash Bros where you can always come back. Once you're down in this game, you're fucked because you don't have numbers. So you need to make your numbers consistent by farming your camps, doing a play, getting the objective, rather than random skipping the camps, doing a play, forcing a play, I should say, that potentially gets you and your ally apparently ahead of the enemy that you're going to throw away anyways, because if you lose one play, it all falls apart. So you avoid a whole lot of that conflict by doing that. And then with that, it leads me to hammering the damn thing in. So when I say hammering, I mean you just keep hitting the same thing that you've been hitting from the beginning of the game. If Vi is going to full clear bot and do dragon, then keep full clearing bot and then gank bot lane. Reset. Full clear bot, gank bot lane. Reset. Don't take that detour top lane. Don't do the help my ally because they're pinging me bullshit. Just keep full clearing bot and fucking do it again. And do it again. And do it again. You'd be surprised how well this works. Minutes 0 to like, I don't know, 18-ish. Because then once you're in the mid game, then the game simply becomes team fight. So that leads me to my third thing here. The third and final thing, which is very important. All this early game stuff is nice, but just know that every noob is going to fuck it up. And it can all be fine. You can be 0-2 with quite a bit of farm. Hell, you can be 0-4 with quite a bit of farm, and you're going to go to the late game because the game never ends here in low elo. So the third part is going to be the most important one. You have to end the game. There's only one way to do this. Do you know what it is? I'll give you a second, Dora. You got this. That's right. You have to take the Baron. When does the Baron spawn, Bob? Gun to your head. When does Baron spawn? Boom, you're dead. It spawns at 25 minutes. So, Once 25 minutes commences, then you want to start playing on the top side. Kill bot lane 25 times on it doesn't matter. Past 25 minutes, it doesn't matter. Because you're not getting the Baron. The Baron helps your team push. You push into their base, you take their turrets, you take their inhibs, and then you push their Nexus and you end the game. It is that simple. But the problem is that it's kind of like step 2. People have no goal in mind when it comes to these things in the late game, or they don't know how to do it, or they're just stuck on step 1 of like, how do I kill someone? How do I get my farm? Because once you enter the mid and late game, what you do is start skipping your farm. So you'd go onto the map, get as far up as you can. Enemy jungle, here, here, here. And then work your way back on these lines, as far up as you can be with a sweeper, with the control ward. Try to get a pick on the enemy. And then if you get the pick, you just start the Baron. What if my team doesn't come? Then you don't do the Baron. And then you farm your camps, reset, do it again. Just like in the early game. Except you're not pathing towards the bot lane. So I think if you applied these things and you stuck to it, hell, I'd be surprised to see what happens. But, yep, those are the 3 things that I think that low elo players, low elo junglers, the mistakes that they make, and a little outline of what I would do instead. Let me know what you thought of this video, Bob. It's definitely different for me. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye, coaching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.